Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Power Tongue. My name is Brady. Today we're going to talk about something very cliche, we'll say. How many times have you seen this video? Manifest your dream life. Call abundance towards yourself. All these types of things. We're going to talk about this from the Goddardian perspective, the teachings of Neville Goddard, and how he actually interpreted Christian scripture, energy law, all these things to actually create a powerful blueprint for manifesting exactly what it is you desire. And there's rules and laws to all of this that we need to be aware of. So we're going to go through this and see what we can glean. So Goddardian manifestation is the practice of manifestation that I follow, and it refers to the teachings of Neville Goddard. He was a mystic, an author, and his philosophy primarily centered on the idea that our imagination is what shapes reality. The power to create and manifest things into our lives exists in our consciousness, in our imagination, and there's a necessity of faith. We have to have faith in our inner world, the faith of our higher self flowing through us to manifest these desired outcomes into our external world. But if you can think it, you can have it. That's the basis of this whole practice of manifestation. So the core philosophy of it involves a few principles. We have the imagination being what creates reality. Imagination isn't just a tool for daydreaming and just thinking about things in the background. It's a tool that should be used. It's a spiritual technology that forces the universe around you that is connected in your energy field to bend to its will. The outer world all around us is a reflection of our inner world. It's a reflection of our inner consciousness. And to change this external reality, what we have to do is change the images and the beliefs that we hold within. So he taught on the power of assumption. Whatever you assume to be true, whatever you feel to be true, that will manifest in your life. It has no choice but to do so. And unlike other manifestation tools, like we always talk about the law of attraction, and the law of attraction is, of course, how I started on my manifestation journey. You know, thinking about, I want her to like me, I want money to come to me, I want a new car, a new house, a new guitar, a new everything, and you constantly think about that. And you just beat the dead horse, constantly visualizing that, and it doesn't come to you. The trick is to actually live as if you already have it. Live as if it's already real. That's the power of assumption. You cannot desire something that you don't have because you're actually telling your subconscious that you don't have it. Live in the end and believe that you already have that which you desire, and that which you desire has no choice but to flow through these energy patterns to you. That is the law of assumption. Assume you already have it. You don't say, I need money, I want money to come to me. You live in the end as if that money is already yours, because it is. Everything is an extension of your consciousness being an expression of the one infinite creator's consciousness. That is the power of assumption. And there's a process to this. There's a process to manifesting. Be clear about what you want. There's an importance in the specificity of what you want. There's an importance in the specificity of what you're living in, the end you're living in. What exactly do you want to manifest? What emotions, what feelings would stir up in you if it were already true. You know, if she loved me back, I would have butterflies all the time. I would feel so vivid. I would see colors more vivid. This is the specificity that you need to include in your manifestation practice. Enter a state of relaxation. Goddard said that manifestation works best when the conscious mind is relaxed, because when we relax the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, the inner consciousness is able to take the reins, kind of take control of the situation. So enter a meditative state or drowsy state or your sat state akin to sleep, which is why manifestation is so powerful, either right before you go to sleep or right when you wake up, because you're akin to sleeping. Your conscious mind is tuned down and your inner frequency is in control. Then you can access your creative force, and then you can visualize and assume. Imagine a scene that implies your desire has already been fulfilled. An example, you want a new job. Imagine shaking hands with your new boss. Imagine celebrating with your friends that you've got this job. You have your dream girl. Imagine moving into your new house together, going on your honeymoon, whatever it is that you so desire. Imagine it as if it's already true. And anytime a doubt comes in, doubts will come in, you need to shut that down immediately if it contradicts your desired state. People always say with the law of attraction, it's like, what if doubt rolls in and then the whole thing's canceled out? There's a timing to this. You have time to change your perspective, to change your mind. So if a doubt comes in, quickly shut it down, and it doesn't count towards that manifestation. That's the beauty of it. You have time to work things out. You have time to change your outlook. So Neville said all kinds of interesting things in regards to manifestation. He taught that the subconscious is parallel to God. The subconscious mind is an aspect of God. It is an aspect of this divine creative force. And that's why he referred to the I am. And that's why if you're on my Twitter, my handle, my title or whatever it's called is I am. It's a manifestation tool. I am. Echo that biblical declaration that God called himself in Exodus, I am that I am. That's a manifestation reality. I am the one who has abundance. I am the one who has found love. I am the one that creates miracles everywhere I go in my waking life. I am, I am, I am. You need to echo the I am, and you need to live in the end with that I am. Behave, think, and feel as if that which you desire already exists. Don't focus on the how, don't focus on the when, don't focus on the why. Trust the process and live as if it's already done. I am he who has abundance. I am he who has the fancy car. I am he who has the Tesla. I am he that has this. I am he that has that. Remember, I am. That's a powerful tool for manifestation. And he taught about revision. Revision is a topic that I want to make an individual video on someday because it's so powerful. But there is a practice of revision that we can implement into our spiritual walk. If you experience a negative event in your life, rewrite it in your imagination and align it with a more positive outcome. You should always be mentally reviewing the past and then shifting your perspective of the past to show a more positive outcome, and that will mitigate its influence on your future. So you've been hurt, you've been cheated on, you've been abused, you've been let down, you've been made fun of, you've been bullied. Whatever it is in your past that hurts you, revise it. It was all for your growth. It was all for your future. You wouldn't be where you are now without that happening, but revise it in your mind so the hurt stops penetrating your current. Time is not linear. We look at time like past, present, future. Time is a loop. It's a knot, and there's overlapping quantum points. So what you can do is revise that, and the next time it loops through your current point on that knot, it's changed. You've changed the past. You've jumped timelines. You've quantum surfed. You've switched realities. This is how revision works. You need to revise the negative things in your past because they are having dangerous implications on your present and your future. And for those of you that come from a Christian background, there's a bitter taste in your mouth when it comes to faith. But faith is important for manifestation. The book of Matthew said, according to your faith, be it unto you. According to your faith. Your faith. What about Abraham in the Bible, if you're familiar with it? Abraham had immense faith, and with that faith, he changed the world. The nations were blessed through him. Eventually, his bloodline led up to the precious arrival of the Jewish Messiah, Jesus Christ. Goddard interpreted faith not as blind belief, but as a deep, unshakable conviction in the reality of your desire. Faith isn't about wanting something and yearning for it and believing for it. You don't believe for it, you believe in it. You believe it's already done. And when it's already done, be it unto you. When it's already done, it's yours. All you have to do is claim it. That's why they say you have to believe to receive. And it's so true. Believe it's already done and it's yours. It's so important to focus on your imagination over your actions. Law of attraction and other practices like that emphasize aligning with your goals through actions. It's not about what you do, it's about living in the end. It's about all the importance being in your imagination, in your feelings, and those feelings need to align with outcome. Not journey, not process to get there. The universe, the source, the God consciousness, whatever's in control of your journey, however you define that according to your cultural or religious worldviews, that will work out the process for you. You don't need to concern yourself with the process. You need to concern yourself with living in the end. All these tools, there's no point to them. Vision boards, affirmations, all these things, they're powerful for your psychological health. They're powerful for you to maybe see and visualize living in your end. But if you don't actually get to that point where you're in the place of already having it, it was all for nothing. The Bible, I know a lot of you were hurt by the Christian church, so was I, but there's no denying that the Bible is not the historical account that so many ministers are talking about today, but it's an allegory for the creative process of the mind. Through faith and living in the end, that is how all these incredible heroes in the Bible manifested such powerful outcomes in the early world. We have that same power today, but we hinder ourselves by not believing. So let's talk about manifesting abundance, because we all want abundance. We all, money is like the one thing for sure we all want, because it allows us the liberty to have a good life, to get out of situations we don't want to be in, to give, to love, to focus on that service to others polarity that we're trying to strive for as we move into the new earth. So define your desire. What exactly do you want? Remember, specificity. Do you want to get out of debt? Do you want a security fund? Do you want a certain income. Like, I want to make $200,000 this year. Enter that meditative state. The best times right before you go to sleep. Enter that state, and in that state, visualize. Imagine a scene. When you're imagining a scene, you're speaking that into reality. You're creating a timeline where that is the reality. See yourself receiving that bank statement. See yourself paying for something easily. You sometimes go and buy something and it's like, is this card going to work or no? I don't know. See yourself not in that situation, but in the situation where you hand them that cash and you tell them, keep the change, because that change is nothing to you. Focus on the feeling that you would feel if you had that. Gratitude, for sure. That's why gratitude is so important. Relief. No stress. The weight off your shoulders of that financial burden. Joy. Joy that you've been blessed and given all this in abundance. Make those feelings vivid and real to you. Make that your reality. Persist. Carry this feeling of abundance throughout your day. And even though evidence might not show up right away, keep that faith, keep that belief. And as you believe, you're pulling it into your physical reality. It takes time sometimes, but we always give up before it gets there. We always, say, this ain't working, I'm going to try something else. Well, you've given up, and that timeline remains separate from you. If you want to call that timeline to yourself, you need to persist in believing. And that's not to say that you attach to it. You don't attach to outcome, because when you attach to outcome, you create resistance. That's to persist in this feeling that you already have it. Fight your impatience. This is where it usually goes wrong. We get impatient and we give up. Results don't appear quickly. That's a time for you to implement more trust and patience. Unseen processes take time. This is a spiritual world. There's a lot of spiritual happenings, and there's a cue. Luna, stop. Psst, psst. She's over there playing with a toy. Hopefully it's not too loud. Fight doubt and negativity. Doubts and negative thoughts can disrupt the manifestation process. Goddard taught that the discipline of the mind is crucial to keep your assumptions aligned with your desires. And in conclusion, Neville Goddard's teachings are transformative because they empower individuals to see themselves as co-creators of their reality. His method isn't about wishful thinking. It's not about attachment to outcome. It's about a deep sense of faith in the power of the imagination and living in the end that it's already done. Here's a quote from Goddard to end this off. Dare to believe in the reality of your assumption and watch the world play its part relative to its fulfillment. By practicing Goddardian manifestation, you align your inner world with your desires, allowing the external world to mirror that state of your mind. And I hope that in using these tools, you achieve all the abundance and health and wealth and prosperity and everything it is you desire. Live in that end, and it will come to you. It has no choice to. This is Brady, Power Tongue. God bless you. Goodbye.